Hello everyone, welcome back to the Tutoring Pros channel. If you're here, it's because you're about to take the upcoming SAT exam. In this video, we're going to be going over 5 SAT tips that will not only reduce your stress on the day of the exam, but it will also help you get a better score. Whether you're a first-time SAT taker or you've taken it a couple of times and hopefully are taking it for the last time, there's something in this video for you. So before we get started, make sure you hit the like button below, subscribe to the channel, and let's get started. The first tip is to make sure you're prepared and organized. The last thing that you want on the morning of the exam is to scramble around looking for items that you know you're gonna need. So what you should do is the night before, create a checklist of everything that you need. That would include your admission ticket, your ID, a number 2 pencil, an eraser, and an approved calculator. As you put each of these items into your bag, make sure that you cross them off your list so that once you're done packing everything, you have a checked off and completed list. You also want to double check the test location and be aware of any specific guidance you are given about that location. The night before, you don't want to cram by doing some practice tests or a bunch of practice problems. What you want to do is work on your weaknesses and fine-tune any skills that you have before the actual exam. The second tip is to be relaxed the day before the exam. And I know, this is easier said than done. Students usually feel stress and anxiety the day before they take a big exam like the SAT. But try your best to engage in some relaxing activities like going for a walk, playing with your pets, or doing some yoga. Clearing your mind of the clutter will help you stay focused and will give you confidence on the day of the exam. When nighttime comes around, the last thing that you want to be doing is cramming for the SAT. You want to aim for a solid 7 to 9 hours of sleep for your brain to be functioning at its best. A well-rested brain helps you stay focused, keeps you motivated, and gives you the best chance of getting a high SAT score. So the night before, make sure you're engaging in relaxing activities and that you get a solid night of sleep. The third tip is to plan for what's going to happen on the actual day of the exam. Become familiar with your testing center and plan to arrive at least 30 minutes before your exam. When you need things to go smoothly the most, that's when things typically don't go smoothly. The second thing is to make sure you have a well-balanced breakfast. Have some complex carbs, some protein, and some fruit so that you have energy for the full duration of the exam. Bring a small snack just in case you get hungry halfway through the test. The third thing is to plan some motivational words that you're going to tell yourself when you're feeling tired and exhausted, having tested for over an hour or 2 hours, so that you can pick yourself up and persevere for the rest of the exam. The fourth tip is to make sure you answer every single question. College Board used to have a rule that if a student got a question wrong, they took away 1/4 of a point from their total number of correct answers. It's been a few years since they removed that rule, so the best strategy is to just answer all of the questions. But you don't want to just guess the question right off the bat. You want to try to eliminate some answer choices to give yourself the best possibility that your guess will be correct. If you get to the end of your exam and there's no more time left and there's some questions that you haven't been able to get to, just simply bubble in random answers so that you get the maximum possible score. Remember, not putting any answer only hurts you. You want to try to put a guess in because there's a 25% chance that you will actually get that question right by simply guessing. The fifth tip is to keep a strong mentality. It happens to everybody. They're going through the exam, they get to a question that they don't know the answer to, and they start to panic and question whether they're going to do well on the exam or not. This is the worst thing that you can do for yourself mid-exam. Try your best to take a deep breath and stay focused because distractions is only going to hurt you at the end of the day. So remind yourself that you're smart enough, you've prepared for this moment, and you're ready to conquer the exam. And those were the 5 tips that I had for you today. I hope these tips reduced your stress, improved your score, and gave you an overall better experience on the day of the exam. If you're looking for content material for the SAT math test, I have a video where I went over 100 SAT math problems right here.